Leo, what's going on with you? I hope you are doing lovely. I'm excited to do this reading for you. This is going to be a monthly reading for December, ladies and gents. So let's chime in. Let's see what's going on, what it is that you can expect. This is going to be a love reading, ladies and gents.
I will be doing readings on other subjects, on other parts of life at some point, but right now it
Seems like love is in demand and my time is so slim. So let's jump into this. Let's see what happens. As we know, love plays a huge role, a huge factor in our life. It affects everything. So what is going on in your love life here in the month of November? What can you expect, Leo? Or rather, in the month of December, as we approach the end of the year, what can you expect during this time when it comes to romantic matters? The Ten of Swords, ladies and gents. Let me tell you something. It looks like you're going through a hard time. You could be ending a situation. You could be ending a relationship here. You could be going through the process of letting something go. But I do get this energy of you being strong in the midst of this. So if you are going through some sort of difficulty, ladies and gents, you seem to be handling it the best you can. All right?
Let me turn this one.
All right. So talk to me. Tell me some more. It's the Ten of Swords. Why is Leo going through this Ten of Swords? The Judgment. So the Judgment can insinuate that there's going to be some sort of relinquishment of this weight. The Judgment speaks of reflection. The Judgment speaks of contemplation and coming to the point of awakening, of gaining a different perspective, a different understanding. So you're definitely learning and growing from this situation, Leo. All right. The Two of Wands. This is lovely. The Two of Wands. So this is what happens essentially is that what I'm saying is you go through a very difficult moment where you then find yourself, just trying to pick yourself up. And you know what this can also insinuate is that what can be picked up is the actual relationship itself. What is the Six of Coins? The Six of Coins speaks of reciprocity. The Queen of Wands. Am I seeing a reconciliation here? Is that what's going on for Leo? The Tower. We got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which speaks of the past returning, but let's see. Talk to me about this. The Four of Coins. I don't feel that you are keen to connecting with whomever it is that you're having a fallout with, ladies and gents. All right, sorry about the false alarm, but I feel that somebody here wants to connect. Could be dealing with a Pisces. What is this Queen of Cups about? The Three of Cups. Somebody here wants to reunite. So, ladies and gents, I'm going to look into this person's actions towards you in the month of December here in a moment, but it really looks to me like you're going to have the opportunity to connect with someone, and the Two of Wands insinuates having to make a decision regarding what to do about this. I feel that there's been betrayal. I feel that there's been backstabbing. I feel that there's been trust severed. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. It's quite brutal energy to say the least. There was definitely manipulation. There was definitely, someone treated unfairly to say the least. Let's see. I want to know, what is Leo's direct energy towards this individual? Whomever it is that is prominent in their love life. What is Leo's energy towards this person? You're very nostalgic. I feel that you may be having a hard time moving on from this individual. You are at a distance. I don't see a lot of activity going on here between you and this individual. This person's on your mind heavily, though, to say the least. You may be waiting or anticipating or wanting to see this individual come towards you. All right. The King of Cups. Again, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Tell me more. And the Eight of Coins. Leo, I'm getting an indication that you want to work on this, that you would love to invest into this. Not like you are. I'm just saying you would like to. All right? But there is a major blockage. Communication could have even been blocked here. Despite that, despite the possibility of that, for some of you, I really get the sense that you're optimistic when it comes to, you're definitely more so leaning on wanting to work on this situation. But like I said, your actions are not aligned with that. So you may say, you know what, I would like things to work out. I would like to excel this situation towards progress. However, you are still in a lack of seeing eye to eye with this individual. There's most certainly unresolved conflict. You seem to be aloof here with the Four of Swords, and it don't matter how much you are inclined to working this out and the possibility of reconciling, your actions are not aligned with that. And you're standing on that, ladies and gents. I don't necessarily see you changing your mind when it comes to that. I see you in the same paradigm. Two of Swords. That's you, King of Wands, ladies and gents. I see you in the same paradigm, having a hard time making a decision when it comes to this person. What's going on with the what is going on here with the person that you're dealing with, Leo? What is this individual's energy towards you? Whomever it is that Leo is dealing with, what is this individual's energy toward Leo? So we got the High Priestess. We got the Seven of Swords. Fuck, this individual is in this energy of avoiding. Look at the moon. Let me show you something real quick. We got the High Priestess and the fucking Hierophant. We got the Seven of Swords. We got the moon energy here, ladies and gents. Let me raise this up real quick. I'm being a perfectionist today, ladies and gents. Anyways. So what I'm seeing here, Leo, is that someone's avoiding you. Somebody here is giving you the silent treatment. Someone here has turned their back on you. And I don't see this individual trying to make an effort to change this, to be frank. Talk to me about the High Priestess. This individual wants your attention. I kid you not, Leo. What I'm getting the sense of is that this individual may be acting in this aloof manner out of wanting to get even with you or wanting to get your attention in some way, shape, or form. However, this individual feels justified, all right? They feel justified in their behavior. Does this individual expect Leo to come towards them? Does this individual expect Leo to come towards them, the Two of Wands? It can go both ways, ladies and gents. This individual also contemplates the role that they play, hence the Emperor and the Lovers. It could be an Aries or a Gemini, a Taurus or a Libra or a Pisces. However, this individual most certainly contemplates and considers the amount of influence they have in being able to turn the situation around, yet they don't really make that choice here with the Two of Wands and the Lovers. All right, they don't really make that choice. Let me expand on this deceptive energy here. This is someone that is manipulating things in a fashion that ultimately will sabotage the relationship further than what it already is. What is the Seven of Swords? What is the Seven of Swords? What is the Seven of Swords? The Two of Swords. There's an element of indecision here in this person. Someone here isn't making a choice. They're having a hard time. And the Tower and the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands, they're heavily wounded. This person's exhausted. They're defensive towards you. They don't feel inclined to approach this. They feel inclined to work on themselves at this time, ladies and gents. Therefore, they seem to be avoiding you. Even though they have things to communicate, even though they would want to communicate. Tell me about this. Why the Hierophant? Why is the Hierophant here for this person and their energy towards Leo? The Strength. You see, they have an affinity towards you, a positive affinity towards you, but they hold back. And the reason why is because they're mending here with the Strength and the Temperance. And the Two of Swords. This individual is taking distance from you. They're having a hard time getting their head straightened out in regards to their stance in this situation. Let me look real quick. What does this individual deeply want? Okay, because everything that I'm getting here in the fucking surface of their mind is absolute confusion and hurtness and exhaustion when it comes to this shit. What do they deeply desire beneath all this shrouding energy? What does this person deeply desire with Leo? The Eight of Cups. And the Four of Cups. They're fucking depressed, Leo. This individual has thrown in the white flag. They're fucking, and I don't feel that they're done with anguish They're fucking done with depression, with feeling overburdened. The Eight of Cups, this person here wants to overcome that. They want to move on from this. All right, they're very depressed here with the Four of Cups. This is someone that is mentally restless, contemplative, and just looking at the situation in a very negative light. All right, and it only makes sense that they are. It looks like both you and this individual ended up defeated over how things ended. Nobody won. Both people lost. There was disrespect. There was boundaries crossed. It was sabotage. It was fucking sabotage, and this individual's feeling the weight of what's going on. And I feel that currently this person is choosing to ghost you, to turn a blind eye and keep their silence, ladies and gents. But understand that they're acting out of this way because they're overwhelmed with this shit. They're overwhelmed. So is this situation definitely over? Is this situation definitely over for Leo? The Tower, it's definitely fucking over. I'll tell you that, Leo. All right? But that doesn't mean that there can't be some sort of regeneration here. All right? With the Ace of Cups. Let's see. Tell me more. Is this definitely over, or is it the devil? It ain't over, okay? It's changed into something catastrophic. But the bind, the relationship, despite the severed heart, despite the mutually severed heart, is still pulsing, ladies and gents. It is still pulsing. And it's got you both by the fucking hair. Oh my God, what is this? What is the mutual desire between these two individuals? The Two of Wands. Both of you guys are at a crossroad when it comes to this connection. Both of you guys are cold and withdrew your emotions towards one another, but both of you still think about the possibilities, yet hold back. Y'all hold back. Oh, Lord. Let's see, Leo. Any advice for Leo regarding this situation? A High Priestess. Follow your intuition, ladies and gents. You know what's right for you. You know what's wrong for you. Don't sabotage. Don't self-sabotage by becoming overly invested into this situation that just isn't bringing you any clarity. Don't overinvest into this situation that is just making you feel worse. All right? Be wise. Be connected with how your inner workings are moving, ladies and gents. When you are starting to feel like shit, catch yourself thinking about this individual. Catch yourself taking yourself to this negative spiral and prevent it. Shift your perspective, shift your awareness regarding the situation, and stop aggrandizing the loss of this. All right? I feel like you guys are still going back and forth when it comes to this situation is the fucking problem. But I don't know, I'm just getting the sense that right now you're not in a place to reconcile this. This person by no means is trying to reconcile with you. Therefore, there has to be an effort made to move on from these emotions that aren't serving you. All right? I'm not saying that the relationship is done forever and ever and ever. It seems to be done for the time being. All right? And as for the time being, you need to take care of yourself, Leo. We got any new love for Leo? We got any new lover towards the end of the year here for Leo? The Hangman. I feel you two. You guys are still hemmed up on this situation that we're tuning into, ladies and gents, and I feel that you're blocking out any potential love, any new potential love here with the Hangman. You're really not putting yourself out there. I feel that you got a lover in mind. You got your mind fixed on somebody, and it don't look positive. It looks like you're stressed out. It looks like you're stagnant. It looks like you are fucking losing sleep over this shit. So when it comes to new love, ladies and gents, look what we have. The Hangman, the Two of Cups. So this is, you're stagnant, stuck on the situation that's already existent. And if you're not, then you just have a negative attachment towards love, period. When you think about love, you fall into this negative cycle of maybe feeling a lack of it, or maybe feeling anxiety over love, maybe feeling stressed out that you may never find love. What I'm getting at is when it comes to new love, whether it's a renewed state within yourself or a partnership, your attachment, your experience is something alarming and something you should assess and make an effort to transform, ladies and gents. All right, because it ain't gonna get better by itself. And the more you feed into this current pattern, the worse it's gonna get. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here, and I'm taking this to the extended. I wanna see what's going on with this individual that you seem to be stuck on, ladies and gents. I'm gonna get advice for you on whether, if you come forward, what can you expect? Or if you move the fuck on and really cut this individual out of your life, what can you expect? I wanna see what's going on this individual side as well. What's holding them back? Why are they walking away from you? You know, what do they deeply desire with you? So if you're curious and want to expand further on this connection that seems very prominent at this time, the extended is linked in the description. If you want access to all the extended readings for a discounted price, take a look at the second link in the description. Good luck, Leo, and I'll see you next time.